Hello everybody, this is Zeracus, and I am here with hopefully an encouraging video for you guys. So this is from a lesson that I learned back in high school, and this has to do with electricity and the phrase path of least resistance. Normally when we come to hard times in our lives, have to make really hard decisions, a lot of the advice we're given is, oh, we'll take the path of least resistance, or look for the path of least resistance. And this kind of comes from kind of a myth of electricity, that electricity goes through the path of least resistance. But what I learned in high school is actually completely different. Electricity goes through every single kind of path. Any path that electricity is able to take, it goes through it. There are some paths that make it easier for the electricity to go through, and there are other paths that make it harder for electricity to go through. But electricity actually takes all of the paths that it can. It travels every single one. And so what I kind of have here as an example is electricity going through a path, and it goes through several different ones. And the kind of long smudges that you kind of see are supposed to be examples of resistors. Resistors are things that we can put into electrical wiring to help kind of create resistance for the electrical current that's going through it. And so in this example, I wanted to show you that a resistor that is put into the path of electrical current, what's interesting is that electricity, like I said, goes through every single path. And then when it hits resistance, it actually increases in power. And so the higher the higher the resistance, the more power the electricity will have when it gets through that resistance. And the least amount of resistance, it will most likely just stay the same and just travel through faster. So this is kind of why I have a little example here of, like, one of them is pretty strong, and so it goes to a microwave. Another one increases it just a little bit, going to a phone. One of them is like super strong, it goes to a house. And the other one, it doesn't really increase the electricity at all and just goes to a battery. But here's what I want to go with it. Life is hard, and life has a lot of troubling times that bring resistance to whatever we want to do. If we have a goal of starting a business, there's resistance to that. If we have a goal to exercise and become stronger, there's resistance to that. If there's a goal of wanting to live a certain lifestyle, there's resistance to that. There's resistance to a lot of our choices. And if we decide to go through the path that gives us the least amount of resistance, here's kind of what we learn. We don't learn anything. If we take the path of least resistance, we kind of don't really learn anything, and we just stay the same and actually kind of degrade a little bit in our abilities. But if we push through the resistance, we get stronger. You see this a lot in exercise. If you push through the pain and resistance in exercising, you get stronger. If you push through the cravings and the pain of dieting, you get skinnier, you get healthier. If you push through the pains of reaching your goals for that business that you want to create, then you get a stronger and better business. So this is what I want to encourage you guys. Whatever path that you're going through, if there is resistance, keep going. Fight through the resistance, and you'll become stronger on the other side. So I hope that this encourages you, and I will see you guys another time.